Hello and welcome back to Mayhem Comics. My name is Jack Schilling. You probably recognize my voice from a lot of the voiceovers. With me today is Josh Burgmeyer. Josh is the pilot of Abdel Candlekeep on the channel that finally got the deck a win on camera. So, Josh, how did it feel to, actually win with Abdel Candlekeep on camera instead of just dirtling?
Well, I mean, the deck's still dirtled, but after...
But you won!
Well, we got there in the end.
Yeah.
But classic Azor's problem, you can't win the game.
That's always been the issue.
I'm sure you would know as an avid Shorekai player. But it felt pretty good. Being able to just control the board with all the card advantage that Abdel Candlekeep gave was pretty sick. My opponents just couldn't play the game, especially after Noah died to one of the spiciest ads that was in the original list of Whirlwind Denial.
And Thassa's Oracle. Oracle resolves, and in response to the trigger, Noah casts Demonic Consultation, naming Black Lotus, exiling his entire library. Still in response, Josh casts Whirlwind Denial, countering Thassa's triggered ability. And so, when you were piloting, it was kind of more of a, you were dirtling, but in your head, you're like, nah, I'm gonna win eventually. I just need to find it. Is that kind of how the game plays with that?
It was, by the end of the game, it was to a point where my opponents couldn't do anything. I knew I was going to win the game. It was just finding it.
Just a matter of time, basically. Yeah, they didn't seem particularly thrilled about the last, 8 turns of that game.
No. I believe in the words of Cody.
Help! No, help me.
So when you took a look at Abdel Candlekeep and you saw that there were some changes that you wanted to make to it, and those changes seemed to have worked out. What were some things that you noticed that kind of stuck out to you and things that you wanted to add in to increase the power of the deck while you were doing it?
Well, the initial list looked pretty solid overall. There were a few things that I really didn't like. There was some big enchantments like Decree of Silence. Yeah, it's really cute, countering spells infinitely, eating with Abdel to reset its counters, but it's 8 mana to cast and put into play.
8 mana, it's a lot for cEDH.
Yeah, it's, you have a lot of mana acceleration, but the original list also didn't have Grid Monolith, so I don't know how I was ever expecting to get there.
Didn't have Grim Monolith?
No.
Your commander's 5 mana.
Yeah. It had Mana Vault with no Grim Monolith, which you can also eat with Abdel to reset.
Yeah. I feel like you just run all of the fast mana that you can just reset, right?
Yep.
So what did you decide to put in, for card? You took out Decree of Silence, obviously, but for every Decree of Silence, what replaced it in your 98?
That's an excellent question. I don't remember. I know at some point, I don't think in the camera game, I know I didn't have Hullbreaker or Mist Meadow Witch, but I know those got added in eventually. Because Hullbreaker Horror should just be in every blue deck that's controlling. And with big mana to just end the game.
So the original list didn't have Hullbreaker either?
No, it did not.
Which is very weird because,
Because once you get infinite mana with it, you just draw your deck with Abdel.
Yeah, you just win, or you can, even if you're not, I play the polymorph version of Shorekai, obviously.
Yeah.
And even in situations where you're not going to win, Hullbreaker Horror offers a lot to just stop people.
Yep. I think some of the other cards that I took out other than Decree of Silence were Moonblessed Cleric, which it's pretty cool. You can eat it, reset it, give more enchantments, but the only super impactful enchantments you were getting were Mystic Grimoire, Aristic Study, and Smothering Ties. So once you ate it 3 times, it wasn't really doing anything.
And you mentioned it was Mist Meadow Witch?
Moonblessed. Oh, yes. So the original list, the only flicker effect it had, repeatable, was Eldrazi Displacer, which you cannot find off of Recruiter of the Guard. So I just had to sit there and dig to try and find it, and I just never found it.
And so that offers a better...
Yeah, so Mist Meadow Witch is a 1/1. The only downside to that one is you have to have colored mana rocks to go infinite. But you can find it off of Recruiter of the Guard.
So, at the end of the day, do you think that your list is an improved take on Abdel compared to what you started with?
I think so, definitely. Considering it went up again. And I have yet to see it happen anywhere else. But But yes, I think overall the power's gone up. I think the cards that were in the initial list were fine, but I think if we really wanted to push for a win, it needed a few changes.
Sure. And so, future plans for Abdel Candlekeep. I mean, obviously, if cards come out that the deck can use, you'll most likely throw those in.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans to make another pod miserable on the channel with it in the future? Try it with the Hull Breaker Horde?
Well, we'll see. We've got a few other lists to work out. We're still trying to work out a few kinks. I haven't looked at the list in a while. I've been focused on a lot of other lists, but I think it definitely has some new cards and some new potential to ruin a pod.
There's a lot of new lists in cEDH coming out. And of course, if you would like to see any of these lists, maybe see some more Abdel, maybe see the original Abdel video, or some funny tilt plays from other things like our SummerSlam, be sure to like and subscribe on Mayhem Comics. Thank you.